some people get tired today in praying. Prayer becomes one of the difficult things for children of God to do because they have been praying and the answer is not coming. But let me tell you that anytime you pray and get answered the next day or immediately, you would like to pray more. Why you see people are weak today in praying is because the prayer they have been praying for a long time, they are not getting adequate result. So as a result of that, they get tired in praying. So we stand to review this mystery about prayer today. That if you are praying to God, there's something the prayer warriors, prayer people do not know. That's what we want to let them know. Why your prayers are not making sense or not answered sometimes. Just get this thing today to help you. The whole world will know this mystery and it will help them. Hallelujah. Yes. As you are praying to God, God is also praying to you. You didn't know that one. You are not the only one praying. God is praying to you too. You want God to hear your prayer. Yes, God also wants you to hear his prayer. If you're not able to hear God's prayer, then how do you want God to hear your own prayer? You have a prayer you're praying. God has the one he's praying. So you're not the only one praying because prayer is two-way conversation. You're talking to somebody that have ear and the eye to see, ear to hear, mouth to speak. Then don't expect that you will be the only one talking. And the person you're talking to is not able to talk. If you are the only one talking to somebody who does not talk back to you, who does not reply or respond to you, who does not speak back to you, then you won't get answer to what you are speaking to the ear. You are praying to nobody. But if you are praying to God, who have ear to hear, who have mouth to speak, who have eye to see, you should as well believe that he has also something to say to respond to your own prayer. Then from there you will know what is his own prayer. Then God wants you to also confine to his own prayer. God wants you to agree with his own prayer so that he will also agree with your own prayer. If you never agree with God's prayer, God will not agree with your own prayer. If you never hear God's prayer, God as well is not hearing your prayer. If you never respond to God's prayer, God is not equally responding to your prayer. If you are not speaking to God, God is not speaking to you. But anytime you are speaking to God, you should also expect to hear from God what God is saying. So anytime you are praying, the question I should ask you is that, what did the God say to you when you are saying something to God? If two people are in conversation, if two people are in conversation, they are in a relationship. If two people are in a meeting, only one person is talking, one person is talking, one person is talking, the other one is not talking, the other one is not talking. Even you that you are the only one talking, won't you consider yourself as a fool? The other one is quiet, is not talking. And you keep on talking, keep on talking. You made yourself a fool. That's how so many people have become foolish in their prayer. Because you talk for 1 hour, 2 hours, say you are praying to God, you are talking to God. And you didn't hear what God will say for even 1 minute. Then you become foolish in your own prayer. Then you end up not receiving answer or response to your prayer. You end up not receiving result to your prayer. You end up punishing yourself in that prayer. You should find out first. When you pray to God for 30 minutes, don't go too far. Find out what is God saying to you in 30 minutes. Also hear what God is saying in 30 minutes. You must also hear what God is hearing. You must also hear what God is hearing. Sometimes you don't hear yourself when you are praying. That's why sometimes when you are talking, somebody will say, hear yourself. Just hear yourself. Because if you are hearing yourself sometimes, you will change your topic. You will change your statement. Because sometimes, if you hear yourself, you say, no, what am I even talking? Because you don't hear yourself, you keep on talking. If you don't hear yourself, how will you hear what God is saying to you? So anytime you talk, you want to also hear. At the same time, what did you hear? Did you actually hear yourself? Did you actually hear God? Because as you are talking, God is talking. As you are saying something, God is saying. So God is also praying as you are praying. And you never try to attend to God's prayer. And you want God to attend to your own prayer. That is why your prayers sometimes are not receiving any adequate result. You must learn from now when you are praying. You must learn to also hear God praying. You are not the only one praying. God is praying. Somebody say, so God used to pray. Yes, God used to pray. Anytime you start praying, God will start praying too. Because it's two-way conversation. Is somebody hearing me? Two people are in a meeting. Two people are talking. Yes, you are talking to God and God is talking because God is not a deaf God. God does not need anybody to fight for him. He's not that type of God that his followers or his worshippers will go and kill for him and fight for him. No, no, no. Our God is not that type. Our God is a consuming fire himself. If you offend him, he doesn't need anybody to go and fight for him. He doesn't permit or command anybody to go and fight for him. He will fight for himself. When the children of Israel went to the father of Gideon, when Gideon burned the shrine of their God, the God that the Israelites worship, which is Baal, Gideon, as a young boy, went and they burned the shrine, destroyed the shrine, burned it to ashes. Then the elders of the Israelites, the worshippers of that idol, now came to Gideon's family and asked the father, provide this boy. We are going to kill him. The same way he burned our God. The same way he destroyed our God. That's the way we are going to destroy him today. What did the father of Gideon tell the Israelites in the book of Judges? He told them that if your God is too strong, if your God is too strong, if you are worshiping a strong God, a God that is able to save you, why are you going to fight for him? Tell him to go and fight the boy where burn his shrine, burn his temple. The boy is moving around. Tell him, make una just go and tell him. So as strong as you are, small pikin, small boy, come and destroy your temple, your shrine, burn it, scatter every destroy. They just allow the boy to be moving freely. In fact, if you are not able to kill this boy today, we will not serve you anymore. That is what you people are supposed to do. Brethren, that is idol for you. People that worship idol used to fight for their idol. They used to kill for their idol. When you sought their idol, they will carry cutlass, carry gun, and come after you. They will burn you to actually because their God doesn't have power to burn the person. Their God doesn't have power to slaughter the person. So that's how you see foolish people all over the world worshiping a God that doesn't have power to fight for himself. How can he fight for those that are worshiping him? A God that doesn't have power to fight for himself. But our God is a consuming fire. When Elijah called him only once, before Elijah will finish calling, he said, no, Elijah, don't waste your time. I'm already around. I'm just waiting for you. He came down with the fire. And that moment, the idol worshippers, those 450 prophets of Baal, they knew that their life is at stake that moment. And that day was the end of their life because the prophet of God have to come there with a cutlass and slaughter, cut off their head to make the end of, that evil worship that they are doing to idol. Hallelujah. Now, if you are not able to hear God, who is not an idol, who is not dumb or deaf or blind, if you're not able to hear him speaking to you, and you are the only one speaking, calling from morning to night, you are a foolish human being. You are not going to get an answer. That's why some people get tired in praying.